welcome back to another episode of Campton Racing TV. It's great to get Ron Lee Girl win on the Poly last Saturday. Obviously the start before she ran second, so good to see her win and Ali on board.
Yep, good new acquisition to the team for two of our biggest supporters, as we said last week. It was a great thrill to get another winner for Darren and Janelle, and very quirky animal. She's got the ability. It was a beautiful ride by Leon. He's done a lot of work on it. It does help when you get riders, obviously, doing all the track work on them and learning each and little niggling things about the horses. And I thought his ride was tremendous. Sat back, come to the outside. She backs up again this weekend. We'll talk about her a bit later, but she's a nice little horse. She's just got to work with her and not against her. And it was a good thrill getting her to win.
And on Wednesday we had a Metro winner, Pacific Padrino. Great to see him get the win.
Yep, he's a little champion, backed up straight after that race last week when he didn't have the best of luck. He didn't have much of a run. Seen that race, the 1200 on Wednesday, and just thought it'd be perfect for him. He backs up well. He's a tough little horse. Nearly 3 winners in the week for Mr. Poe in Singapore. So I thought it was a good effort. Pacific Vampire was awesome on Saturday too. I thought he was going to get the cash, but just missed out. But it was a great run by the little horse. He'll have a little break now, and I thought Pacific Padrino was great. I reckon he'll run 14 in time. He's coming a long way since he obviously early days winning a nice race as a 2-year-old. He's a bit hard to place at times, but there's a couple of options for him now. He loves the wet, so hopefully the rain stays around.
And looking forward to the weekend, we've got a heap of runners on the Poly at the Gold Coast again. Ron Lee, as you said, Ron Lee Girl backs up and steps up to the 1900.
Yep, last week on the Poly before heading back to the grass, and then back to the Poly again after that. But hopefully we can get a few winners. Ron Lee Girl backs up. I thought her win was good last start, had merit last week. Kept trying all the way to the line. Justin Huxtable takes her ride. Unfortunately, Elion was already booked on a horse before we accepted, so Justin's just got to ride her quiet, sit on her, relax, get to the middle, and he's a very, very strong rider, and he'll be lifting her late.
And we've got a couple of maideners to go around in race 3 over 1100. Latuva is his first race start.
Yep, pretty smart animal. Has come a long way in a very short space of time. He's a big raw bay when he first came in. He didn't know much, just took our time with him. Spent a lot of time just at the back track here, relaxing, working him out, and his first few gallops were a bit housey-doozy, but he just continued to pick up, get fitter. I'm a big fan of Saboogs. I've had some nice ones, and they are horses you just got to work with and build them up slowly. They're horses that need a bit of time. He's a lovely, big, strong horse, and I think he's pretty good. Smoky Match needs time. He'll have a run on Saturday. I thought his trial was pretty good. Blinkers will be applied on Saturday. Just sitting behind him, I think he's definitely a horse that's going to get over further. So we'll learn a lot about him off Saturday's run, but I go to the race pretty confident with Latuva. I think he's pretty smart.
And Silver Warrior heads back to the Poly again. The first time this prep back on the Poly. He obviously did win 3 on the Poly last prep.
Yeah, drawn a touch tricky. It's a hard barrier 8. He might come in one after a scratching or 2. Just got to get a bit of luck early. Just see where Emily sort of pops out. Might just try and jump out, let them go mad, which one on his outside will want to lead at all costs. And I think he'll just sit sort of 3rd or 4th, hopefully, and hopefully it's too good for him. Obviously, Edmund's horse goes good as well, so his work on Tuesday was pretty good, and he did work with a horse called D Paw, and I thought his effort to stick on with him, where D works pretty awesome. I thought it was really promising work going to a Poly 62, 15, 40.
And over the 1200 benchmark 68, Get What You Give last start winner goes around again, and Circling also first up this prep.
Yep, Circles is obviously getting fitter first up. He'll improve with racing and obviously stepping up in trip. He's going well. The horse changed a lot of things with this preparation. He was on and off last prep. Had a few little niggles that we had to get sorted. I think they're sorted now. I think he'll run a good race. I think he'll be hitting the line late, but I do think Get What You Give is pretty talented horse. He's come on from his first up win. He's going to need a lot of luck. Jag's going to give it a good ride, but they'll go quick, and I think he should be, midfield, even a touch worse. He'll be coming down the outside very strongly late. He's hopefully, if he can win a 68 12 under, I know it's only on the Gold Coast, but it's a pretty good race to last, and to do that from barrier 12, 58.5, suggests that he'll be going on to better things.
And Saturday we also head to Doomben with DePaul in the George Moore Stakes, a Group 3 over 1,200 metres.
Got a ring to it, Jamal. DePaul by 4. Hopefully he can do it again. He's drawn 4. I think it's a perfect barrier for him. Just see what the speed wants to do. Leave it up to Elion. Don't like giving Elion too many instructions. He's ridden enough winners to know what he's doing. He knows the horse very well. He's relaxed on him. He's definitely going to improve again off the run. It's a slick field, but he's proven against better horses than this. So hopefully he can produce his best. If he brings that IME run a couple of starts ago in Sydney, he'll be finishing off over the top. Just obviously going to get him there much fitter next start as well. So I'm looking forward to getting him out in some clean air. Doomben is a track, obviously it's not as big and it's better for on-paced horses, but I do believe his best ever win was at Doomben when he was back held up. They tried to keep him in a pocket, but he pushed out and flashed late. And I know he didn't beat the best of horses, but I thought that was the day I sort of realised he's a serious animal. And it's a Group 3, it's a tough field, but I do think he's a better horse than a Group 3, so let's hopefully he can produce his best tomorrow, and it'll be a big thrill to get our first Group winner.
And Lightaboo may back up over the 1350.
Yeah, may just watch the weather. Might just end up drying out a bit too much for him, and look at a race next week. He's going great, the horse. He gets better and better with every run. I thought his run last week was actually really, really good. Just had one whip around him, and that was his undoing there. Really sort of takes a bit, had to go back to the inside and then come over heels again and got going late. I do think if he got clear run, he probably nearly wins the race. That's the sort of horse he is. He's a bit like Lord Markle. I hate being crowded. They're not the biggest of horses, but they just like their own space. Some little people do like that. So I do think he'll be very, very hard to beat wherever he goes next.
And Monday we head to Ballina with one horse, Valachi, in the Maiden 1000.
Yeah, the great man Denny Peasley takes the ride. He knows that track as good as anyone. Hopefully it's a double for Glenn. Lovely owner, has been a big supporter of ours, and hopefully I can get a couple of wins for him. And I do think it'll kick off with Latu on Saturday. He's a pretty smart animal. And
also we've got nominations in on Wednesday for Ipswich. A few favourites possibly going around there. Obviously depends on barriers and things like that, but Navis 2 will be first up in Australia again after coming back from Hong Kong.
Hot race, hot horse. He's very smart. Don't know where he'll go if it's there or Saturday, but I'd love to see him over 1100 first up. He'll be attacking the line very, very strongly. He's a good animal.
He gets over further though.
Yeah, he's a bit better over further. I do think he could run a mile, but I do think he's more probably electric over 14. Just 12, 14, he can sit back. They can go at a good tempo, and he can come down the outside. He's got a massive stride on him. He's buzzing at the moment. He's kicking and squealing coming off the track. Leon says he feels great, so he'll ride him next week. And never know, might be another depot for Leon.
And Catwalk Criminals back to the races first up this prep.
Yeah, had a few little setbacks, nothing major. It's just that's how she is, and she's one of my favourite horses. I love her to death. She's a very smart animal. Looking forward to getting her back. Possibly Elion will ride her. She'll get lightweight. 1100. She'll need the run after a little setback and a long time off. So good to get her back to the races, and she'll be very, very competitive first up.
And Les Murdy goes around also.
Yeah, the big unit was heading to the races last week, and he had an abscess, and thankfully it only took a couple of days, burst out, and he was good as gold a couple of days later. That's racing, unfortunately, it happens. He was cherry ripe to go to the 18, and just back in trip now. I just obviously having that week off, just want to get him back to 16, let him have another run, and then this works out perfect 2 weeks after this. There's a 2,000 metre race, so he's fitter, he's looking good. Just got to get the big unit around the track, and he'll be hitting the line.
On Tuesday, we also had a couple trial at Deegan, Sir Lamrack and Jester Jedi, both stayers first trial this prep.
Yep. Sir Lamrack is a very one-pace galloper. He's got a lot of ability. He's just taking time, and I just want to give him his time. He looks incredibly well. He'll have another trial possibly Tuesday on the grass at Bow Desert. Just trying to keep him on the grass. I think he's better suited on the grass than the poly. So he'll have another nice hit out on Tuesday, and then possibly head to 14 a couple of weeks after that. I think Justin Jedi Flong. He wasn't asked to do much in that trial. He was held up. I think wherever he goes first up, he's going to be going to run a very big race. He's a genuine Saturday stayer here. Still working him out. Obviously, he's a new acquisition to our team. I like the horse. He's starting to look good. He's got dapples starting to come through everywhere, and I think he'll win his fair share of races up here. He's got the ability to definitely do that, and I just like the way he sort of was fine line under a hole once they sprinted. Those two horses don't sprint; they just, over 1,000. It's very tough for them to do that. But I thought they stuck on well enough in a trial like that, and that track was pretty chopped up there the other day. So I was, they had two riders holding together. But see where they go. They might have another trial Tuesday, and off the race a couple of weeks later.
Obviously, a few runners over the weekend. What would be your best bet for the weekend?
We'll go with Leituva. I don't know if he'll be much odds, but he's a pretty talented animal, and I do think Deep Paw run a great each way odds. So hopefully a double gets up for a couple of people that don't mind a double or two.
Thanks so much for watching, and good luck over the weekend.
Thank you. Cheers.